Hey gang, it's Steven from Senior Fit Man. Today is Monday, May 20th, 2024. Just returned the day before yesterday from Austin, Texas for this year's 2024 Powerlifting National Championships. I wanted to put together the videos of each and every lift that I did. I went 7 for 9. I did have 2 misses. The first miss was on my squat for depth, and then I also missed on my first bench because my butt came up off the bench. I also wanted to add a final video in there that was not of myself. It was of my closest competitor. His name was Todd Peterson. He and I were pretty close throughout the competition. But at the end, on the deadlift, we definitely made sure at the end we added some extra weight to push him to the limit, so he would have to lift, some weight that he had never lifted before. So because of that, he struggled to get the weight off the floor. Talked to him afterwards. He said his best deadlift was 425, and because of what we had lifted, just for him to win, it forced him to be able to deadlift, I believe it was 451. Anyway, enjoy the video.
Country, you just got to go in with as little nerves as possible and just do your best. I mean, they obviously did a lot of hard work to get to the national stage show, so at meets like this, you sort of have that expectation of everybody, they know what they're doing, but mishaps do happen, people do miss opening attempts, but as long as they have one successful attempt, that's all they should be focused on, even if they miss their opener.
Yeah, exactly, I completely agree, and I mean, you see it across the board, not only from newer lifters, but also seasoned veterans like Eric. And we see that he has put in the same attempt. He's going to retake it. I think that's the right move. You want to, like you said, get on the board. You don't want to risk going up, especially when you kind of know that you're slotted to be that champion.
Yeah. I would say on bench and deadlift, at least it's more common from what I've seen, that if you miss your opening attempt, usually you'll go up, but
on both platforms, that was a good lift for both Todd Peterson on 2 and Carlos Lewis on 1.
This is platform 1, Robert Lane.
Platform 1, Robert Lane, getting set up with 187.5 kilos, over 400 pounds for his opening attempt. Definitely good there on 1. 3 roulets, it's a good lift. On platform 2, Stephen Carpenter kind of put in the same situation as Gary, but he opted to retake his attempt. He missed his opener on depth. See what the judges say here. Good, he's on the board. Okay,
there we go.
There it is.
He's in the meat.
And that's a situation where sometimes the jury doesn't go in your favor, sometimes it does. That's a situation where I'm sure he's in the back, very thankful that the jury is there to save him. Platform 1, Dale Garlitz. 3 white lights, that's a good lift. Platform 2, Steven, 2 to 1, it's a good lift. Gets 1 red card for depth, but for opening attempts, we're not expecting any major fireworks. It's a bit of a storyline when we do see a lift that is very hard or a failed attempt on a technical issue or strength. But typically, we're going to see very easy lifts. These lifters are just trying to get on the board, not going to risk anything by opening too heavy, or that's what we hope. That is not always the case.
Yeah.
Platform 2, Stephen Carpenter, 127.5 for his opening attempt. Stephen's the reigning national champion. Oh, 2 to 1. Unfortunately, that's a no lift for Steven. Got yellow cards. And on platform 1, Carlos Lewis, 115 kilos. Carlos looking to become the national champion. Once again, he is the reigning national champion, trying to pick up that team spot to go to the World Championships. 3 white lights, it's a good lift. Platform 2, it feels like we just saw Steven with how fast this first flight is moving on to. Steven missed his opening attempt. I believe he got yellow cards, and it did look a bit interesting at the top. And yep, I like that choice that he made to repeat that because it didn't look, again, super fast, but
And
he gets it.
white
He's on the
lights.
board. 3 white lights. Robert Moore, the Masters 4 lifter. And on platform 1, that was a good lift for Joey Sonko. Platform 2, Steven Carpenter. Missed his opening attempt, was able to repeat and get it on his second, now taking just a 5-kilo jump to 132.5. Steven's the reigning national champion. Went to Worlds last year, placed 7th. Gonna want to return to that prestigious stage. Speaking of, on platform 1, Manuel Rodriguez is the reigning world champion. Again, another lifter trying to return to that stage. Really good fight on 1 for his second attempt. I want to see 3 white lights. That's a good lift.
Our far slaughter Steve Carpenter.
Steve coming out for his opening of 167.5.
Steve is in the Masters 3 93-kilo division, forecasted with a good spread. Currently forecasted in first place.
We're being ready to start our platform 1.
3 white lights. That's a good lift. Platform 1.
Solid opener.
Yeah,
See what the
moved
judges
well. 3 white lights for Thomas.
Next
Good lift.
Platform 1, Carlos Lewis. Platform 3, Steven Carpenter.
Platform 2, Steven Carpenter has that experience with the international stage. 180 kilos for his second attempt.
A little bit of a fight for Steven, but seems like he still got it.
Division ends off 9 for 9 on the day. Platform 1, David, 115 for his second attempt. 3 white lights, it's a good lift. Platform 2, Steven Carpenter, currently in the lead in the Masters 3 93-kilo division, trying to add 5 kilos to his total. 3 white lights, it's a good lift for him. Platform 1, Thomas Ashbrook, 192.5 for his second attempt. Platform 2, Todd Peterson. Just a little bit too much for Todd. That's going to be a no lift. And that was actually Todd trying to pull for the win. Again, he had second place locked up. Didn't have anything to lose.
Yeah.
Took that huge jump there. Sometimes you'll see that where they take what we call a YOLO pull. But I mean, again, he had nothing to lose. Already had the silver medal locked up. And that means that Steven Carpenter is going to be your national champion
Yep.
in the Masters 3 93-kilo division.
Thank you again for taking time to watch the video. For anybody out there that saw the numbers for each lift that did not realize that those were in kilos and not pounds, for any non-mathematician, you would calculate 2.2 pounds to the kilo. So if you saw somebody was lifting 100 pounds, or I'm sorry, 100 kilos, it would actually be 220 pounds. Anyway, again, I appreciate you watching the video. If you can take time, give it a thumbs up. Any comments, I appreciate them. Always positive or negative. I enjoy reading your comments. And anyway, I hope you all are doing well, and I encourage you to continue to train hard, but stay safe while doing it.